Ah, shit. Oh, hello there. I didn't think I'd see another face again. Let me introduce myself. Hi, I'm Snapcroc, and I'm stuck. I am trapped here on this tiny island, surrounded by water for thousands and thousands of blocks. Want to know how it went? Let me tell you the story of how I was cast away. This is how the ancestors did it! No! No! Help! Help! So, here we are, stuck on an island. There are only two rules. One, I cannot dig the island lower than sea level. So mining is almost completely off the table. And rule number two, I cannot leave the island. Well, to some extent. I can explore the surrounding waters, but there's no getting on a boat and skedaddling my way to the mainland. So knowing the rules, first things first, I need to get some wood, because trees are going to be my only source of renewable blocks. Next thing on the agenda after getting some wood is flattening the land. I want this island to be easily traversable, and honestly, it'll just look better. This was also about the same time that the Great Turtle Reduction happened. Let me tell you, I was under the impression that turtles dropped scoots so I could make a turtle helmet. They do, just not by killing them. They drop them when they grow up. Don't worry, I realized this, eventually. This came as a shock to me, but mobs started spawning on my island. This means I can eat meat. But I think the thing that I was most excited about was the fact that I could have sheep. Originally, my plan was to kill enough spiders to turn the string into wool and make a bed, which would take a very long time. But with sheep, it'll take about a day. So that saved us a lot of time. Let me tell you the plan. I need to kill two things: skeletons and spiders. I know, I still have to kill spiders. They're not having a good day. The skeleton, when it dies, will drop bones and arrows. The bones can be made into bone meal, which I can use on the floor, break the grass, and get seeds. This is how I'm going to grow crops. And the spiders need to perish, so I can use their string to make a fishing rod, because I think most of my food is going to come from fishing. And just like that, the first layer is done. Earlier I planted some saplings and they've grown into these massive trees. Really hate them. After a long and annoying experience, my log count was up to 55. That is insane. Now, for the most important part of this challenge, the getting of cobblestone. You see, if I do not have 8 cobblestone, I cannot make a furnace. Which means no charcoal, no torches, and no light. Luckily for me, there was enough stone. I then built the 2 blocks that were the foundation of what this island was to become. A furnace and a campfire. The furnace was really to make the campfire. Campfire is a way you can infinitely cook food. The fuel never runs out, and all you have to do is place the things you want to cook on the campfire, wait a few seconds, and it's done. This is infinite. That is why we needed the cobblestone. Spider, that's what we need. We need the spider for the string so we can fish. Hello? Skeleton! What's up, dude? With my newfound bone, I craft some bone meal and use it on the grass to get some seeds. Okay. Do you remember what I said earlier? Well, yeah, just forget you saw this. Here it is. Me Googling how to get turtle scoots and realizing I'm a monster. How do I get scoots? I'm looking up how to get scoots. Give me a sec. Okay, so, you don't get scoots via killing turtles, you get them when baby turtles grow up. So I just slaughtered a bunch of turtles for no purpose. And just like that, another layer of my island was destroyed. With the new knowledge I have obtained, I get 2 turtles, put them in a cage, and breed them. Making the babies, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Here we got eggs now, let's go. Going back in the pen, I hate to break it to you. My life sucks. Night fell and I began to properly light my island. Since it's going to be a while since I can start growing crops, I need to fish. So that's what I did for several hours. After a whole night of fishing, I ended up with not a lot. So I got back to it in a different way. This is how the ancestors did it! My sheep still there? No, I think he's gone. I think he's long gone. After that successful fishing trip, I began construction on a tree farm. Have that random fact of interest. It's still nighttime. Me. Being stranded on an island, I have been given perspective on things that I am missing, such as mining. Oh boy, I miss mining. Speaking of mining, I go out exploring the surrounding waters, in search for iron. Now I said I couldn't mine the island lower than sea level, but I think if it's on the ocean floor, it's fair game. So I mined my first block of iron ore, but the next blocks were a problem. No! No! Help! Help! In my rage, I forgot to record, but here we have the foundation of the outpost I plan to build. You are correct, that is a mob farm. The first thing an outpost needs, that's right, defense. Get it? You know, defense. Fucking stupid. I decided that the turtles that have been with me since the beginning deserve a bigger pen. This would come back to bite me. And so begins the conversion from a mob farm into an outpost. Well, it's still going to be a mob farm, but it's going to be a mob farm and an outpost. Still working into the night, I'm working on a platform that is halfway up the mob farm. I also built these little hanging doohickeys. I don't know why I felt like including this. I think they're cool. Do you think they're cool?
Danger! There be monsters in these woods.
I cannot, for the life of me, find the recording where this man comes into existence. I am convinced he has been here since the dawn of time. This is Slazenger, my dog. We don't speak of this. Their construction continues. This used up so much wood. Hey, do you remember those turtle eggs that were laid about 400 Minecraft days ago? Well, they've only just hatched, yet not one day goes by, and they've already grown up, giving me 4 scoots, 1 scoot away from a helmet. As I currently do not own a house, I began construction on a tavern, where I won't live. I'll get to the home later. After a long session of unrecorded log chopping, I had to start recording to show you this. Look what he dropped. I had obtained a trident. Here is the finished shell of the tavern. And finally, after so many days, the construction of my home. This is the progress made currently. As you can tell, it's going to be a dome. I've been using excess sand found on the island to make glass, giving my outpost railings, and eventually giving me a glass dome. A little time skip here, but I had finally finished the dome. I can now sleep in peace. Here is my snore me machine. This banner will be a symbol to strike fear. Moving in was not that hard. All I had to do was move the chests from the floor into my dome. Let me hold you here for a second. I don't consider myself an expert builder, but this is truly something. And finally, the island was completely flat. Finally, the base was complete, and all that was left to do was put Slazenger in my dome. And the eggs still haven't hatched. Are you kidding me? Looks like the beginning of something. Well, I don't have enough time to begin the thing, so you just have to find out in episode 2. You should subscribe.
1, 2, 3, into the flow. Easy motherfucking